Welcome to Learn with Lydia, the place where learning English is always an adventure. If you are new here, my name is Lydia. I'm an English language teacher living in Costa Rica. So if you can hear a lot of bird noises, that is why. Today we're going to do the second episode in my free travel series. We'll be talking all about accommodation and the vocabulary you need to describe your experience. Whether you're staying in a hotel, hostel or vacation rental, it's important to be able to communicate your needs and preferences in English. And remember, if you would like to book a lesson with me, please click my email in the description box below and we can arrange that for you. Okay, so like always, let's begin with some warm-up questions. I will ask you the questions and give you 5 seconds to answer. I will also be answering these questions in my own words so you can see how a native English speaker might respond. If you need more time, feel free to pause the video. Like all my videos, I want you to be relaxed and to have a good time because that is the best way you're going to learn English. Okay, so let's begin. What's the best accommodation you've ever stayed in? So for me personally, the best accommodation I have ever stayed in was a cabin by the beach, which was on a small island in Costa Rica. I loved this place because it was very remote and secluded, which means there wasn't many people around. It was very hidden and private, and there was lots of wildlife in the trees, and also we could swim in the ocean. Okay, question number 2. Out of these images, which accommodation would you like to spend a week in and why? Okay, for me, I think I would most like to stay in the Ice Hotel because I've never stayed in a place like that before, so it would be very exciting and a unique experience. Let's move on to the next page. So now I'm going to describe the different types of accommodation that you may come across on your travels. The first one is called a B&B, which stands for bed and breakfast. Those are places where it's usually in someone's house, it's more smaller and intimate, and you will have your breakfast included. The second one is a hostel. Now these are usually a lot cheaper. You usually have to share a room with lots of other people. The rooms are normally called dormitories, so you can have a dormitory for females only, a dormitory for males only, or a mixed dormitory. A vacation home or a vacation villa is usually your own private house where you don't have to share with anyone else in a very luxurious location. They are usually a bit more pricey because you do have that privacy. Next on the list we have tents. We have 2 types of tents. You've got the camping, which is more natural and basic, or you have glamping, which is a combination of the words glamorous and camping. So glamorous means very expensive. You've got all the amenities that you need, so a nice toilet, bathroom, lights, a big mattress. So glamping is a more posh, fancy way of camping. It's more luxurious. Next we have room and board, so you might see that advertised. That just means you will have food provided, so it could be a half board, so maybe you only have breakfast or maybe only lunch, or a full board, which means all your food is provided. Sometimes you will see volunteer opportunities. For example, if you go on the website Workaway, you will see a job opportunity which isn't paid, but they include room and board, which means they'll include a room for you to stay in and things to eat free of charge in exchange for you volunteering for them. Next up on the list we have an all-inclusive hotel or resort. These are very popular with families or older people because you have everything you need in the hotel: an entertainment place, music, food, swimming pool, massage and sports facilities. So they're usually a little bit more pricey. Next we have a boutique hotel. They're usually a lot smaller, more intimate, very fashionable, beautiful. Finally on the list we have a caravan or an RV. So these caravans can be static. Static means they don't move, they stay in one place. Or you can have a mobile caravan, which means it does move, so you can travel in your caravan and sleep in different locations. Okay, great. Let's move on to the next activity. So now I have some photos of different types of accommodation. I'm going to give you 15 seconds where you need to tell me which of these photos show what type of accommodation using the vocabulary from the activity before. So on the top left we have a big hotel with a pool. So from this photo I imagine this is an all-inclusive resort. I imagine you will have food provided, there'll be activities and entertainment, and of course a huge swimming pool for your family and loved ones to enjoy. The image you can see on the top right, it is of course in a tent. You can see they've got very luxurious items here. We've got some fairy lights, some interesting furniture, a table. So we would call that glamping. Bottom right, I would say this is a vacation home or a vacation villa because it's only a couple of rooms. It looks like it's private, so just booked out for one family. Again, it looks very fancy, very expensive. In the middle, we have a great example of a nice clean hostel. So you can see the bunk beds. So 1 bed and 2 beds, we call that a bunk bed in a mixed or potentially single sex dormitory. Finally, bottom left, we have probably an B&B because we've got a bedroom, and also you can see the breakfast has been included. Or this could be from a boutique hotel as well. Okay, great. Now we'll move on to the next activity. So now I would like you to review some of this vocabulary. These are useful phrases to know when staying at a hotel. We have a guest, so that is the person coming to stay at the hotel and paying for the services. As a guest, you might want to ask for directions on the map if you need something like a restaurant or a shop. You can also call up and order room service, so there'll be a phone in the room and you can call them and they can bring up food for you. On the left we have a maid, so it's their job to clean the rooms, clean the hotel. Below we have an example of a buffet, so this is all you can eat. You will serve yourself. Additionally, most hotels will have a hotel bar. Here you can order a drink. Next we have this do not disturb sign, so if you put do not disturb, it means the maids will not come in to clean your room. You can hang the do not disturb sign on your door. Within your room there should be a hotel safe or a safety box for putting in your valuable items like your passport. You can set the code on the security box. You will be shown to your room by a porter normally who will carry your luggage. They will show you how to swipe your room card, which is the key to your room, to unlock your room. It is recommended to give your porter a tip. Next up, we've got to check in. So that is when you arrive at the hotel, you'll go to the reception and you will go to the check-in desk. Here they will hand you a room or key card. If there is no one there, you may need to ring the bell to get their attention. When you've finished your stay, you can check out. So you go to the desk and you will be checking out. So we can see a cross section of a hotel. I'm going to give you 20 seconds where I want you to name each of these rooms, and afterwards I will give you the answers. Okay, so let's see how well you did. So the first room you enter is called the lobby or reception. This is where you'll be checking in. Next to that, we have an events room or a conference room, so maybe there'll be weddings held here. Beside the kitchen, we have the dining hall, sometimes called the restaurant. Above this, we have the gym, where you work out. You can see here we have a running machine. Next to it, the changing room, where you get changed into your sports gear and there'll be showers to wash afterwards. We also have a spa. Sometimes they just call it a massage room. Above that, we have the bedrooms. So the bedrooms are usually labeled by numbers. Next to the bedroom, we have the bathroom. Here we have the maid service or room service waiting to clean the bedrooms. And finally, up here we have a rooftop swimming pool. So here you can see a swimming pool. We've got a parasol, some reclining chairs, and a beautiful view of the city. Excellent work, guys. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for. Please stay tuned for my next video where we'll be continuing to learn about different accommodations with a focus on reviews and understanding websites that are selling and promoting places for you to stay in English. So we'll be learning some key vocabulary there that will help you to book your holidays and have the perfect experience when you're abroad. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I really value your support and your feedback. So please leave comments below if you have any ideas or suggestions for new lessons. Again, if you would like a private lesson with me, then you will find my email address in the description box below. So please click on that and get in contact. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye! Join us on our journey and let's explore together. Like and subscribe for new free content every week.